3 Leslies in this club. That's not right. Common name was Judy, not Leslie, but I spell my name different, so that's okay. So welcome, particularly to the other 2 Leslies. So yes, hello everyone. I am the competitions. I run the competitions for Etobicoke Camera Club, and hopefully the next few slides will give you information that you will need when planning entries for the competitions. So why enter competitions? I think it's great. It's fun. Just to even see where your entries end up in the scoring process. It's interesting. You learn from seeing other people's images, and even just doing that helps to improve your own photography skills. We know already that we all learn from other people. There are 7 regular competitions and possibly 1 print, but hey, who knows? We are hoping to be live by March for the print competition, but if not, then there will be no replacement. The themed competition this year is repetition. We will again have a photo essay competition. Last year, I thought the response was fantastic, so we will go for it again. Points will be awarded, and although we now do have a trophy, it's a special interest competition only, and so scores earned do not count at the year end. The winning entry, however, will be entered into the CAPA AV Club competition. So enter competitions, even if you are brand new to the club. You can earn ribbons, certificates, trophies, and of course recognition for the wonderful images that you present. 1 to 2 weeks before competition entry date, we have image critique, but we now call it image review. It sounds nicer. And I will say that I notice on the website, especially the 1-pager, it's blaringly obvious that it still says image critique. You know what? That was done probably in July, and that got missed. So, you know, it's like when we changed from miles to kilometers, you're going to get critique and review, sort of the same thing for a year. It's the same thing. So anyway, image review. In-house experienced photographers will review images. First, confirming that the image is in category. And second, we'll suggest ways possibly that your image could be improved. You can enter a maximum of 2 images for review, and the dates for image critique or image review, 1 to 2 weeks before the competition entry date. Those dates are listed on the website. In actual competition, intermediate and advanced levels can request comments, but only on 1 image. Judges will give constructive criticism. If the competition is online, once again, Superset members, you're in luck because you may also request comments for 1 image. Only in online competitions, though, Superset. Learn from others. With salon nights, gold and sometimes silver winners will show and give explanations on how their winning images were made. So again, we learn from them. There are 3 divisions. New members without any previous camera club experience are usually in intermediate. Then we have advanced division in the middle. Our most experienced are in Superset. I believe Frank already explained, or maybe not actually, that images submitted must be in .jpg format, not JPEG, but JPG. Otherwise, it really messes up the system. You will hear me repeatedly refer to rules of competition. A copy of these rules is on the website, and all you need to know regarding rules and competition is in that document. All scores are recorded. Gold, silver, and honorable mention ribbons are awarded for each competition, and then the judges select one winning gold of the month image. At season's end, aggregate scores are calculated, and members in the top 10 to 15% range will be moved to the next division level for the following year. And I should mention that for the ribbons, for each division, 10 to 15% are the ones that get the different ribbons. Jeffrey Pierpoint made this wonderful image, and it's the top winning image for our Image of the Year competition. This would normally appear in our printed program if we were live, but well, we're not. Image of the Year is a special competition, so please read the rules for this on our website. Incidentally, I will also be adding to the website pictures, history, and the list of winners of the various trophies, and you can browse that at your leisure. It's not ready yet, but it will be soon. All competitions are judged by qualified O3C judges from outside clubs. All clubs use the same scoring model, and the scoring is based on technical, composition, and impact of an image. Awards are announced roughly 2 weeks after the competition by way of a salon showing all the winning images. Also, gold winner presentations are done the same evening. And I have to say, some of the explanations are pretty amazing. Probably all digital competitions this year. If a live print competition cannot be held, as I say, we will have the night off unless our programs decide they want to do something special. So that's just going to be a wait and see situation. If we have a print competition, points earned can count towards advancement or towards your year-end scores is what I should say. We take your best 7 competition scores out of 8. So if it ends up that there is no print competition, then it will just be the best 6 out of 7. If your image does not meet the competition's rules, it will be disqualified by our image evaluation team. Images are vetted by 3 people for each competition. If you're disqualified, you'll be notified by email ahead of the competition judging date. But there is no option for replacement. Don't get disqualified then. Read the rules. If you are unsure, ask someone. We haven't really made any changes this year. Anything altered in the rules is written in red. To give new members an idea on what is and what is not acceptable in the various competitions, I have put together some examples. So first of all, photographer's choice or PC1. You can put in whatever you want. Any subject matter, anything goes. The only thing is make sure you read through the general rules in the disclaimer section of the rules of competition. Nature. A reminder that we are no longer pure nature. Hand of man is allowed. Manipulation is allowed, but it must look natural. Common or scientific names must be used. No more cutesy titles. Titles will be read out, but as it will be our first virtual live, we will not be doing comments. So in this case, there is just one image, then that would not qualify according to the rules. Next image, next slide. It would be the leaves on the bottom left, because black and white is not acceptable in nature. The winning gold for last year is this one. Next, we have landscape. Landscape is defined as an expanse of natural scenery. This means if there is a building or a paved road in your image, it is not natural and therefore would be disqualified. The water here is not an expanse, and the building is a cityscape, not a landscape. There is a trophy for the top Canadian landscape image. And this is last year's winning gold. Altered reality. In a nutshell, if it can be seen out in the world with the human eye, then likely not enough has been done to it. In one, the man's face is very real. In the image marked number 2, this is just an elongated shadow. And again, therefore, not enough has been done to the image. And in 3, it's basically a mural. And murals are not allowed in the general rules disclaimer section. The other 2 images, of course, are wonderful. You can just imagine how much work has been done to that. And this is last year's winning gold. Here, the eyes are very real, but the rest of it is not. And as I say, this one gold last year, gold of the month last year. Titles in this competition will be read, and this will be our second virtual live competition. And as we usually have fewer entries in this competition, we feel sort of competent that we can handle comments. So comments for this competition will be accepted, but please be patient with us because this is a new challenge for us. People competition. Under the heading of people competition this year, the subject matter is urban photography. So as it says there, it can be taken in any setting. If parkland is part of the image, it must only be a very small part of the scene. A story of people and the urban environment. There must be at least one person in your image. So an urban setting such as streets, intersections, storefronts, subway stations, etc. I've given some examples here of what I feel to be urban photography to my evaluation team that are on tonight. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, please feel free to jump in because I just picked these without checking with you, sorry. So the image on the top right, I feel would not qualify. There is a person in there sitting on the bench. Number one, you've got to really look for the person. So you really, it's not really a people picture. The focus is more on the scene than it is on the person. And basically the same with the middle one. There are many people in that image, but the focus to my mind is more on the buildings than it is on the people. So to my mind, that would also be disqualified. Themed competition. Okay, I guess we'll answer your questions afterwards. Themed competition. The themed competition is repetition. There are no restrictions, except, of course, again, the general rules disclaimer section. And of course, it must be of the correct subject matter. I've done these as sort of examples that, to my mind, were repetition. Just for an idea. PC2 monochrome. A monochrome image can be any one single color, hence the blue and the red image, and the sepia one. It has been determined that black and white are not colors. Two images. Number one in the middle, that is actually a colored image, hard to see, but it is not sepia, it is not black and white. It is a colored image and therefore would not qualify. And the image on here with the number 2 on it has a bleed through the roof. So the total image is basically blue, and there's part of that roof that did not accept the change in color. So that one actually was disqualified last year. And last year's winning gold is this one, winning gold of the month. This PowerPoint will be available on the website. So I've kind of left this in here just for a quick check on the rules, you know, on the information, but of course, read the rules, double check the rules all the time. As Frank mentioned, our gallery is on the website with all images entered into past competitions. It's an excellent opportunity, particularly for new members, to check out the sort of images acceptable for the various competitions. But a word of warning, rules have and do change from time to time over the years. So if you get an idea from viewing the gallery before entering it into a competition, always double check the rules to make sure that criteria has not changed. So thank you to our evaluation team. I just coordinate and send the emails telling you you've been disqualified. But we have 10 people in our group, and 3 for each competition are used in the disqualification process. So Clive, Shirley, Jocelyn, John, Judy, Bruce, June, Teresa, and Bill and Larry McCarthy. So thank you very much, team. And our image evaluation team, again, it's not just me. Again, I only do the paperwork. So we have our technical team, Frank, Brian, David, John, Marco, do setups for competitions. Of course, that's particularly if we're live. Judy Griffin gets the judges for me. Larry McCarthy this year is making up the ribbons. Elaine Singer processes images into the gallery. Brian and Blair control the computer, sound and screen, depending on whether we're online or live. And let's not forget Barb and actually Jocelyn, who sends out, between the two of them, all the Zoom notices. In addition, this year, because of going virtual live, while you have been off for your summer, we have done many practice sessions to figure out how we're going to do this virtual live judging. So it'll be an exciting time come nature competition, if nothing else. That's it from me. Thank you very much, everybody.